Alright, here you go. Here's the standard sprocket adapter. When you order your sprocket, you have to make sure that your ID here matches the OD of your wheel. It comes in basically three main pieces. You have the sprocket, and then you have the two pieces of the adapter. What you'll do is you'll remove the three screws here, Allen screws here, with the provided Allen wrench there. Remove it. Then you will loosen these two bolts here. This here comes apart. It will then clamp onto the wheel. You will then put your two Allen bolts in there and get them not really snug, but kind of just leave it loose just a little bit, and that will allow you to properly align your three holes here. Put your bolts in and clamp it on. In order to put it on, we're going to have to remove the brake lever, and I did that by putting my cheater pipe on it and then taking a 17mm wrench and loosening it. You'll see when I put it back on how I did it. You're just basically going to reverse it. So let's go ahead and get started here. One of the neat things about using this type of sprocket over the rag joint is you don't have to worry about any interference with the dust cap. You can you leave your dust cap on. You do have to worry about the brake arm hitting the bolt heads, but I'll get into that here in just a minute. As you can see, these are pretty fat tires that I'm putting it on. It's going on a Walmart Mongoose Beast. So I'm motorizing it, and I need as much room as I can. I need to bring it out as far as I can. That's why I chose the sprocket adapter. That gives me a little bit more leeway. I would recommend, once you get everything installed and get it running the way you like it, to go ahead and put you some Loctite on these screws here. But run your bike for a little bit and test it and make sure you like it. Yeah, it's a little extra work taking it apart again, but I think you won't regret doing that. These here will back out on you if you don't get them reasonably tight, and since it's aluminum, you get it too tight, you're going to wind up stripping it. So you don't want to be throwing your money away. These things aren't cheap. So we've got the sprocket. And then you've got these recessed screws here. So the post here will go through the spokes. It's gonna look something like that. We'll tighten this up later. First, next I want to go ahead and get my sprocket on. Be careful, you do not want to strip these. It's aluminum, it's real easy to get them cross-threaded and stripped. One benefit of using this sprocket adapter over the rag joint comes with a 40 tooth sprocket. I'm running a 30 tooth here, so this is going to give me faster speeds. I won't have as much torque, but I'm using a 4-stroke Predator motor on this build here, so I think I've got plenty of torque down low. Alright, I'm just going to get them snug to start. Put my dust cap back on. Now then that I've bent this out, I'm going to have to come right about here and then bend it back in. Oh, now all I did was bend the part I bent right back. And probably what we're going to have to do here is bend it some more. I had to bend the brake lever out some to allow me to pull the sprocket away from the center of the hub. In other words, to pull the sprocket out as far as I can. Otherwise, the brake lever, the brake arm, would be striking the sprocket. Here I am bending the brake arm in a vise. I had to bend it out and then bend it back in order to keep it aligned properly so I can hook it up to the clamp on the frame. But this gave me enough room to pull the sprocket out. And what that's going to do, that's going to allow me to move the sprocket out. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pull it to where it's getting close to rubbing, but not quite. I've built one of these before on this same frame, on this same type of bike. And now my memory is starting to kick in, and I know that I'm going to be all right. There you go. You got plenty of room to go around. You're good to go. And here's how I tighten up the brake arm with the bolt onto the axle there. And removal is just the opposite of the procedure. Get it good and snug. Make sure that your axle is not loosening up and creating additional slop by loosening up the keepers on the bearings inside of your wheel. I want to thank you for watching, and if you like it, click thumbs up, subscribe. Thank you much. Bye.